In the news tonight, government introduces measures to support cricket development. Screening expanded for children with auditory, speech, and visual challenges.
Broadcasting from our studios in the Pine St. Michael, this is CBC NewsNight, starting now.
A very good evening. I'm Lisa Broom. Thanks for tuning in. Government is seeking to maximize the benefits of the cricketing industry. As Anesta Henry tells us, officials are about to roll out a series of initiatives to achieve this goal.
Liberate yourself from mental slavery.
Government will soon launch a Frank Worrell Cricket Development Scholarship in a move to reap more economic benefits from cricket. Minister with responsibility for culture, Senator Dr. Chantal Morin-Knight says the annual $25,000 award will support University of the West Indies students interested in studying either the management or science of cricket. She made the announcement at the Emancipation Day celebrations held at the Emancipation Village.
That we understand that building again a strong West Indies cricket team, building again a strong legacy of what cricket has meant to the region is important to that task of nation building. But not only will we be launching that Frank Worrell Cricket Development Scholarship, on August 6th, under the National Cultural Foundation, we will also be launching a call for a film project which will chronicle the history of the evolution of cricketing excellence in Barbados.
Scores turned out for a vibrant celebration of emancipation, which also showcased cultural awareness. A procession that included government officials, Pan-Africanists, and representatives of embassies headed to the Emancipation statue where flowers were laid. In his address, Pan-Africanist and Member of Parliament Trevor Prescott stressed the importance of celebrating Emancipation Day and supporting the Emancipation Village.
This is what you have to do in order to create the physical and spiritual environment. I would hope I will do all that I can to make sure that this sacred space is preserved for eternity, because this is the masses' institution.
Community groups, schools, actors, drummers, and singers delivered cultural performances during the ceremony. Anesta Henry, CBC News.
Thanks, Anesta. A group of African influencers and travel agents are in Barbados experiencing the Cropover Festival and assisting in the marketing of the product. Chief Product Development Officer at the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., Marcia Allen, says in addition to taking part in Cropover-related events, the influencers and agents will be meeting with members of the business community, tour operators, and other stakeholders.
Because obviously we can't fill a flight unless we are ensured that we actually deal with the business of tourism as well. And so we're doing, yes, lots of fun activities and engagement, but we're also importantly ensuring that the business community has an understanding of who they are, both from investment and also from a tourism perspective as well.
Several of the visiting influencers were present at this morning's Emancipation Day 2024 building celebration at the Colombo Emancipation Village. They even showed off some of their dance moves at the event. Africa's most influential YouTuber, Wode Maya, says he is enjoying the festival thus far.
I've been here for 3 days and I've never slept. I am just enjoying myself back to back to today. And right after here, we're going for another event. And in the evening, there's still another event. So I think this is an experience, a lifetime experience that I would love to, enjoy every single year. So guess what? I'll be coming for cropover every year.
The stage is set for tomorrow's Courtesy Garage Pic-o-de-crop final. And along with the 18 finalists for the first time, 4 former monarchs will take the stage in celebration of Cropover's 50th anniversary. Nostalgia is expected to sweep over the National Botanical Gardens as the festival's first king, Keith Roy Destroyer Christian, renowned Calypso Maestro, the Most Honorable Anthony Gabby Carter, the most decorated Pic-o-de-crop monarch, the Most Honorable Stetson Red Plastic Bag Wiltshire, and the General of Soca, Edwin Yearwood, take the audience on a musical journey from inception to today. Now, Granville, Mr. DJ Carter is the first out of the blocks to set the stage for the competition, culminating with stalwart Jeffrey Biggie Irie Cordell bringing up the rear. The Ministry of Education is expanding screening of children for auditory, speech and visual challenges. Minister Kay McConney says they will start with 3- and 5-year-olds starting from the next academic year. Ms. McConney made the disclosure while speaking at a graduates reception for special needs students for successfully completing the Common Entrance examination.
In October of 2023, our Ministry of Education, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and Wellness, we determined that we were going to recommence the screening of students for vision. And we did this starting with first formers in secondary school. And for this upcoming academic year, we will continue to do that screening first time for those that are 3.5 years old and 5 years old in schools. We will also continue the screening that we have done for hearing for students as well.
Ms. McConney adds the ministry will also continue to expand its resources to facilitate diagnostic testing for students experiencing learning challenges.
And the reason why I mention this is that sometimes we say this child has a challenge, but we didn't do the proper diagnosis to find out, was it sight? Was it that the child couldn't hear? Is there something else? And we have determined that the earlier we do this, the greater the chances are that we will catch something.
The Ministry of People Empowerment hosted that reception, and Minister Kirk Humphrey provided an update on legislation for the protection of rights of people with disabilities. He says it will be before Parliament soon, as we hear from Sean Farrell.
The Persons with Disabilities Bill is expected to be laid in Parliament by November. Minister Kirk Humphrey says the policy is being fine-tuned.
Right now, the disability advocates are working with the various ministries because it is a big policy to make sure that we have all the things in it to protect persons with disabilities. If it is the last thing we do as a government, I know I'm committed, I know Minister McConney is committed, we have to make life better for people with disabilities in this country.
Mr. Humphrey adds there has been an overwhelming response to Prime Minister Mia Amor-Motley's announcement. Government will be extending the categories of people who can access disability benefits through the National Insurance Scheme.
I am pleased to say that we put an ad in the newspaper. We invited persons, the parents of children, or people who are Down syndrome, autism, cerebral palsy, and multiple sclerosis. We added 4 more categories. And between Monday and now, 350 persons came forward to register. And I think that's good because it means 350 more people are likely to be able to access benefits that they previously could not access. And it allows parents to be able to live, and allows children with disabilities also to be able to live. And these are the real things.
The graduates from various primary schools received awards for their accomplishments. And Mr. Humphrey has encouraged them to put their best foot forward as they make their way to secondary school. Sean Farrell, CBC News.
Good evening with sports. I'm Anne-Marie Burke. As Barbadians place all hope on Sade Williams to bring home an Olympic medal from the Paris 2024 Games, the quarter miler admits she has to dig really deep if she wants to get on the podium. Her last race before the Games was back in June at the Jamaica Nationals. She knows that a lack of competition means she has to step up her game. In a special We Paris feature segment on MCTV Sports Max, Sade assured Barbadians she's intent on giving it her all. Now, Sade is set to compete in the opening rounds of the women's 400 meters on Monday around 6 a.m. Barbadian time. Now, Barbados has a chance to progress to 2 finals of the Kosovo Under-19 Volleyball Championship in Jamaica tomorrow, after both the boys and girls national teams booked semi-final spots. President of the Barbados Volleyball Association, Ken Morbino, looks ahead.
Over 4 days ago, the girls topped their group unbeaten and advanced directly to the semi-finals. On the other hand, the boys placed second in their group with a 1-1 record, and they were forced to take the Senate route to the semis. Well, last night the boys found no stop signs or red lights on that journey as they blew past a hapless Aruba 25-9, 25-11, 25-8. That set up a nightcap battle with host Jamaica tomorrow night at 8 Barbados time. The Bajan girls will meet their arch rivals Trinidad and Tobago at 4. Barbados defeated TNT in 4 sets in the preliminaries, with the Trinis ending in the last spot in that group. Ironically, all 3 teams from that group, inclusive of Jamaica, made it to the semis. Thus, sandwiched between the 2 Bajan fixtures, Jamaica women will battle the United States Virgin Islands, who played unbeaten in Group B and gained the direct ticket to tomorrow's semis. The action tomorrow begins with TNT boys, who previously beat Barbados and won Group B, clashing with the USVI at 2.
And that's sports.
And that's our news for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good night.